Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about what happens when we have Ketu in the sign of Scorpio in our birth chart. So Ketu, otherwise known as the south node of the moon, in Scorpio in our birth chart. So before we get into all that good stuff, I'd just like to let you guys know that I am a Vedic astrologer. I do Vedic astrology, not Western. There's good reason for that, because Western astrology is inaccurate by 24 degrees. So if you'd like a Vedic reading, or a birth time rectification, or the Vedic astrology certification course, then you can check out GeboTheShaman.com. Alrighty. So check out, you can see everything that I have listed over here. These are all my products, services, courses, everything that I have to offer. You can go check them out right here at GeboTheShaman.com. Alright, so we have Ketu in Scorpio. So what is Ketu? So, well, in order to understand this placement better, we need to understand what Ketu means, and then we'll talk about what Scorpio means, and then, come up with our own analysis. So, what is Ketu? Ketu is the south node of the moon. It's all about detachment and leaving this world behind and going and achieving moksha, achieving liberation, enlightenment, and all that good stuff. So, so Ketu is all about detaching from the world, being in isolation, being, by yourself, being, really going into meditation and, being in meditation and things like that. So, so Ketu is all about that stuff. And then we have, and Ketu is also the karka, or the significator of the occult, of occult knowledge, occult power, occult wisdom, and so, that's here in Scorpio, that's really empowers Ketu. So Scorpio, what is Scorpio all about? Scorpio is birth, death, sex, transformation, sudden ups and downs, sudden gains and losses, sudden, sudden transformations. You go from being a millionaire to a pauper to back to a millionaire, and that's what Scorpio is. And it's also shared assets. So there's that. And then, so we have Scorpio here, so Ketu here, and so that means that, Ketu is the karka of, Scorpio also represents the occult knowledge, occult wisdom, occult power, and so, Ketu here being the karka and the significator of the occult, that basically means that this is an exalted position for Ketu, and Ketu is, Ketu has the ability, Ketu is basically everything that you've mastered in a previous life. And now when you come to this one, you're like, okay, well, yeah, I already mastered that, but it's, it's not something that I want to do again. So there's that. So Ketu is all about, the occult and things like that too. So with this position, that shows that you have mastered the occult, you've mastered, occult sciences, but like whenever you go into them, whenever you do them or whatever, they're just not satisfying to you. So it's kind of like, yeah, I already mastered that, I already know the most secret occult wisdom and power, but, it's kind of like, been there, done that. It's no longer exciting to you, so. So there's that, and yeah. So, Ketu and Scorpio. So, with this position, like, you can really know a lot about astrology, the occult, about divination, rune readings, all kinds of stuff, like Vedic remedies and things like that. So yeah. So that gives you some real authority here, some real power here. And so, but Ketu, but like, conversely, like, Ketu's Ketu, since he's already mastered it, is like disinterested in it. So he wants to go towards the material world, towards physical, valuable, like, assets and things like that. So like materialism, luxury, things like that. That's where your Rahu is. That's your Rahu in Taurus, and I made a video about that. So yeah. So this placement, like, you're drawn more towards the material things, but you have a real power and wisdom and something that just keeps drawing you back to the to like occult stuff, like your occult knowledge and occult wisdom and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what this is. I mean, Ketu in Scorpio, this also means that when you do meditate, when you do go into, spirituality and spiritual practices and practicing every single day, because that's what Ketu wants. Ketu wants you to meditate and do Qigong and yoga and all that every single day. So when you do that, you'll discover more of your occult gifts and talents and abilities and things like that. Not only that, but the daily meditation for you, specifically with your Ketu in Scorpio, it's like you have an ability to really transform. So, doing that daily meditation, doing daily Qigong, daily yoga, doing daily meditative spiritual practices will have a transformative effect on your life. So, yeah, I would encourage you to do them. Check out the Cosmic Qigong here. Check out the Self-Transformation Challenge as well. So you can find those at patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. And yeah, check them out. So yeah, that's about all I have to say for Ketu in Scorpio. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and leave a comment. So let's get into the business. So we have the Astrology certification course. So if you want to become a Vedic astrologer, certified Vedic astrologer, under my style and system of astrology, which I use Vedic astrology, then you can go to gebotheshaman.com, sign up for the certification course. And then we have the Vedic astrology readings. So Vedic astrology readings, they're basically my style of Vedic astrology, and they're pretty powerful. They're basically focusing on the things that you can use every single day to empower yourself and empower your life, and give you remedies and mantras and rituals and all that good stuff. So it's very powerful. Then we have the birth time rectification. So if you're thinking about getting an astrology reading, or if you're just into astrology in general, then the birth time rectification will it's basically how I find your exact birth time. So if you don't know your exact birth time, and it has to be down to the minute, then I will ask you some very simple questions and get your birth time for you, get your exact birth time for you. Now this does take a lot of time on my end, and I do guarantee that I can get it into the time span of 1 minute. So that's a lot of work for me, and so that's why I charge so much. But other Vedic astrologers, other astrologers in general, will give you like a 10-minute time frame or a half an hour time frame, which that's not very helpful at all, because your whole chart can change within the span of 1 minute or 5 minutes. So it's really important to get that down to a minute. So that's why I do the birth time rectification. And then we have the distance energy healing. If you're struggling with depression, anxiety, mental illness, physical illness, psychological illness, that's great for that. So then the career coaching and life coaching. So if you're one of those people who is just sitting on your butt all day on the couch, eating Cheetos, watching soap operas, with no real purpose or aim in life, that is not a healthy thing. That is not a good thing. So you need to get on your purpose. So that's why I have the career coaching and the life coaching. In that, I will help you discover your purpose in life, and your passions and your interests and all that. So then we have the ritual magic courses. So if you're struggling with money, check that out. Goes into the 9 levels of your psyche, into your unconscious mind, and destroys all your blocks around money and things like that. Health, wealth, happiness, prosperity, all that stuff. And then we have the Qigong courses, so you can go to patreon.com/GeboTheShaman, check out the Cosmic Qigong course and the Self-Transformation Challenge. So both of those courses are very powerful. There's just so much to be said about what they can do for you. If you sign up for the Patreon, I actually combine both of those courses, and there's actually 3 phases to it, and there's a lot of content up there already, so you can check that out. Alrighty, so yeah, we will, I think that's it for today, so I will talk to you guys next time. And I do have bundle sales, a lot of sales going on right now, so check that out at gebotheshaman.com. Alrighty, take care, peace.